Hi, good morning children. Welcome to Lakshmi Study Room. Today our topic is contribution of scientists towards the photosynthesis. So many scientists are involved to what are the similar process takes place in photosynthesis. With the help of their scientist contributions only, we can understand the photosynthesis very clearly. So today we are learn so many things. What are the factors needed for photosynthesis and what are the end products required for photosynthesis. So all these things, how can we learn? With the contribution of scientists only, we can learn photosynthesis process very clearly. The first scientist, who was the first scientist in photosynthesis? C.B. von Neil in 1931. He was the first person gave the primary equation for photosynthesis. Generally, we know the equation for photosynthesis. What is that one? 6CO2 plus 12H2O gives rise to light and chlorophyll. Light and chlorophyll, C6H12O6. So this is the present equation for photosynthesis. But initially, the equation for photosynthesis was given by C.B. von Neil. What he concluded, one molecule of carbohydrate, one molecule of H2O and one molecule of oxygen is produced during photosynthesis with the help of carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. He concluded this one. So he conducted experiments on sulfur bacteria, purple sulfur bacteria. So chlorophyll in plants, chlorophyll is a color pigment which helps to trap the solar energy. Similarly, the purple sulfur bacteria, the purple is a color pigment which helps to trap the solar energy. So in the these bacteria, what will happen? Here H2O is a starting material, but sulfur bacteria takes H2S is a starting material for their photosynthesis, and here generally in photosynthesis oxygen was produced, but sulfur bacteria take in starting material as a H2S, so it will produce elemental sulfur in the atmosphere. The same process will be C.B. von Neil assumed that the same process will be takes place in the plants also. So he concluded that the similar process will be takes place in the plants only. After that, Robert Hill, he discovered light reaction. So what is light reaction? With the help of light, this generally whenever the light falls on the plants, the leaves, the chlorophyll absorb the sunlight and it will changes into chemical energy. By using that energy, water molecule splits and forms a oxygen molecule, releases oxygen molecule. So this will be called as a, with the help of sunlight, the water molecule will be split and form as a oxygen molecules. So with the help of sunlight only, the water molecule will be splitting. So hence it will be, this equation will be discovered by Robert Hill. So it will be called as a Hill's reaction or light reaction. And not only for that, Robert Hill concluded during photosynthesis, simple sugars like glucose will be formed. Later it will be turned into starch. Later it will be turned into, stored into a, in the form of starch. See. These are the factors: sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, all these factors, and chlorophyll trap the light energy and make the food. So in the food, during photosynthesis, sugar will be produced, simple sugar. Later it will be converted into starch. The starch will be stored in the plants. And plants can have a capacity to synthesize proteins and fats also, and oxygen will be produced during photosynthesis also. So next, von Helmont, what he said, von Helmont. So water plays a essential role for the increase of the plant mass. So water helps. Not only for that, von Helmont and other scientists believed that plants get the food material not only from the soil but also from the other plants also. So this is for von Helmont, and this experiment was given in your 7th class science textbook also. So if you if you have a curiosity to know the how water helps to increase the plant mass, you can study from that exercise also, experiment also. So next, Joseph Priestley in 1717, what he concluded, the essential role of air in the growth of the plants. So that means the relation between the air and growth of the plants. So Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen in 1774, but he did not know the name of the oxygen. What he can call it as it was a respirable air. You can call it as because it will be used up by the plant, animals and burning things. So you can call it as a respirable air. And later, Lavoisier was coined oxygen was coined by a Lavoisier in the year 1775. So Joseph Priestley experimentally proved that the plants can restore the air whatever the breathing animals and burning candles remove. So let us see that experiment. So what's the Joseph Priestley experiment? First, what he can burning candle should be kept under the bell jar. So this part will be called as a bell jar. So burning candle should be kept under the bell jar. So after some few minutes, what will happen? The candle will be extinguished. So later he take the rat and burning candle kept under the bell jar. After few minutes, the rat will get suffocated and burning candle will be extinguished. So after that, he placed one mint plant along with the rat and burning candle. So after few minutes, what he observed, rat alive and burning candle should be glown and plant will be look like a fresh. That means whatever the gas will be removed by the animals and burning candle, it will be restored by the plant. Which gas? That is oxygen. So whatever the animals release carbon dioxide and burning candles remove carbon dioxide, it will be used up by the plant in the during photosynthesis. So oxygen will be produced during respiration of the animals and plants, and during photosynthesis carbon dioxide was observed. So finally Joseph Priestley concluded the exchange of gases takes place among the plant and rat and burning candle. So this is the experiment of the Joseph Priestley. So next, John Ingenhousz. In bright sunlight, gas bubbles are formed during around the hydrilla plant and it was a oxygen. He also experimentally proves this thing. There is a relation between the sunlight and plant. He took two experiments. One is hydrilla plant and two hydrilla plants. He kept one hydrilla plant in the sunlight and one plant should be kept under the dark light. So where the plant is in sunlight, it was released some bubbles, even not gas bubbles, but the dark plant should not release any gas bubbles. So even John Ingenhousz concluded that the gas bubbles contains the gas. It was a oxygen also, he concluded. That means John Ingenhousz proves that there is a relation between bright sunlight and plants. Next, Engelmann detected the maximum rate of photosynthesis. Engelmann. So he detected the point of maximum rate of photosynthesis with which colors? Red and blue color. So Engelmann, what he actually he conducted an experiment on strands of algae. Thus algae will expose it to different colors of light. For example, rainbow. So rainbow has a 7 colors, that is Vibgayar. So all the different colors are exposed to the strands of algae, and not only he conducted the experiments on sensitive bacteria also. So these sensitive bacteria will be greatly involved by, and that maximum rate of photosynthesis will be takes place in the presence of these two lightings, blue and red light, red rays of light. That means Engelmann concluded that the point of the maximum highest rate of photosynthesis takes place in the presence of blue and red rays of light. Next, Pelletier and Cavendish, they both are extracted the green colored substances from the leaves, that is chlorophyll. This one is a chlorophyll. So both are extracted the green color pigment. They can name it is a chlorophyll. Chloro means green, phyll means leaf. That means all the green parts of the plant will in the green parts of the plant, so the photosynthesis will be takes place. Next, Julius Van Sachs found that chlorophyll is present in the organelle named as a chloroplast. Cell contains so many parts. For example, take for example plant cell has a so many cell organelles. So within the cell there are cell organelles. The cell organelle name is chloroplast. The chlorophyll is present within the chloroplast only. Julius Van Sachs concluded that. Generally, all the scientists think about what are the green parts are present in the plant. All the green parts can trap the solar energy. They thought like that. But Julius Van Sachs concluded that what only the chlorophyll will be present in the chloroplast. Within the chloroplast, the photosynthesis process will be takes place. He concluded that one. Next, Daniel I. Ornan, what he concluded that he extracted the chloroplast. Daniel I. Ornan, he was the first person gently break up the plant cell and able to separate the chloroplast from the plant cell. So these are all the contribution of the scientists. Once we can revise it everything in short minute. C.B. Van Til, what he concluded, he was the first person who was able to given the primary equation for photosynthesis. And Robert Hill, what he delivered, so oxygen is derived from the water molecule, and not only for that, he also invented the light reaction also. And Von Helmont, what he concluded, water was plays a major role in the increase of the plant mass also. And Joseph Priestley, what he told, air is essential for photosynthesis, and Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen in the 1774, and oxygen was coined by a Lavoisier in the year 1775. So Joseph Priestley experimentally proved that there is an exchange of gases takes place among the animals and burning candle and plants. So John Ingenhousz, what he concluded, in bright sunlight gas bubbles are formed from around the hydrilla plant, and it was the bubbles contains oxygen only. And Engelmann detected the point of maximum photosynthesis with red and blue rays of the light. That means in which colors the maximum rate of photosynthesis takes place? Red and blue rays of light. And Pelletier and Cavendish extract the green color pigment from the green color substances from the leaves, and he named it as a chlorophyll. And Julius Van Sachs found that chlorophyll is present in organelle called as a chloroplast. Daniel I. Ornan, he was the first person to able to separate the chloroplast from the plant cell. So thank you for watching this video, children. Please like my videos, share my videos, and subscribe my channel, and click on the bell icon. Thank you.